Sure. My name is Naetha Uren, and 3.5 years ago, we set up Recovery Coach Academy with my daughter, where we train and support individuals and organizations to positively promote recovery instead of the stigma of addiction. We deliver recovery coach training, then we help implement and just build community, to build momentum, to be innovative and try new things and have some support around the people that we work with. Sure. So I never thought I'd be involved in research. And it became really apparent to me that I was going to have to learn some things that I didn't know and implement them quickly. So there's a lot of research done around recovery coaching in the US. And we had some really interesting conversations when we started. Like, people said, oh, recovery coaching will never work in the UK. It's too American. And I was like, addiction and substance use is a global problem. Surely this can be part of a global solution. And then they were like, well, you don't have any UK evidence-based research. And I was like, well, when you're doing something innovative, then you've got to have time to do it before you can even get to that point. So I engaged with a lovely lady at the Growth Hub in Lincolnshire, and she was like, oh, we could possibly get you a small grant to work with the University of Lincoln. So I was like, okay, go through the process, fill in the form. Really did not know what I was still doing. And I just feel really blessed. I ended up engaging with a lovely professor at the University of Lincoln in psychology, Amanda, who had an amazing team. I think what changed the game for us is they didn't really know what we did, but they came along to some of our training to get a feel for it. And by them immersing themselves in that training for a whole day and hearing not only our perspective, but the perspective of the attendees, they just said, yeah, we can research this. So I think that was a key thing, getting people to really understand what we do. So we got a little pot of money through Lincolnshire University for research, and somehow that got extended to go beyond the 6 months that we initially started. So I think we are about in a month 20 now, with the view that the research is going to be published. It's been registered on the International Research Database now, and hopefully by the end of the year that will be out in the world. At first I felt like it wasn't my lane. You know, I was engaging in something that was really academic with researchers, and I was a bit of imposter syndrome. Who am I to be here? Why am I doing? And then somebody said to me, who are you not to do this? No. And so I just kind of went, okay, I believe in it. I know it worked. It saved our family. Now I've just got to figure out how to do this with a different language tone. I think they made it really easy. They opened the door and had regular meetings with me. They communicated. We had a really great, Sarah, our emeritus researcher, just kind of walked with us through the whole process and kept us up to date. It was challenging at times, you know, because there were things that we had to do as an organization to make that happen. So just navigating how ethical communications regarding research have to be handled. You know, it wasn't just a, hi, it's Naetha here. You know, I had to use specific wording, and I had to follow really specific, clear instructions to make the opportunity to be part of that research available for our community and the people that. So that was an interesting kind of, how do I navigate this? But they were just really good, and still are to this day, you know. It's the first research done on recovery coaching that is solely UK based. So all the participants are UK based. Whereas, and I think that's really pivotal, because if you're talking to an organization or a prison or a government, where's the research that proves it will work here? So although there is lots of other research available and it's still probably applicable, that's the difference for me, is just this is us in our country making an impact in British people's lives. I think already, we've learned just, due to the ethics of it, they can't release all the details even to us of what's come out of it. But I think it'll just be an opportunity to have really unbiased feedback and information that it might challenge me, it might validate the work we do, but whatever it is, it's an opportunity to make this even better and to find a way to build on the foundation we've got and then customize that to the different sorts of people that we are going to work with in the future. I think we live in a great world where there's lots of grassroots organizations and there's a lot of innovation happening and people are trying new things. And the reality I've found is people still operate from a fear base, so they want some reassurance, and that is what I'm hoping that this will provide us with, is just, here's an independent party, a reputable university that has looked at what we do with some clear results and good, bad, and different, all the great opportunities. I'd say figure out why you want to do it and be prepared for the learning curve. And it doesn't happen quickly. You've got to decide that it's worth your investment in time, learning, energy, Also, you've got to know that you're just going to have to sit by sometimes and you have no control over the process. You just have to trust the process. And wait sometimes. And, I think knowing the team that you're working with, ensuring that team really does get what you do and why you do it. I think that was pivotal for us. Amanda, the senior researcher, is fabulous. She picked a great emeritus researcher to work with us. She has a group of other people that have supported on the project that we don't engage with as much. But I'd say those two clear contacts of the person really in charge who signed off on it and the one who's actually doing the research, that relationship being right, I think changed the game for us. I think it's just make sure you're doing it for the right reason, For us, it was like we know that what we do was saved our family, impacts other families, and has changed the game. So it wasn't about getting some research to make some money. It was about the heart thing. And I think that has made it so much easier for us.